Okay, so here we are, having literally just completed Assassin's Creed 1 for the first time, and here's my completely subjective review based on my feelings of the game as they are fresh. As always, we'll start with what I liked, then we'll go with what I didn't like. I'll get distracted somewhere around there, and then we'll give it a score. So what I liked, the movement, pretty good for the most part. It did feel pretty good to move around the world. The story was trying. I'll give it that. The story was trying. It wasn't anything revolutionary. It was serviceable and entertaining enough. The control scheme, I liked the fact that you have to change between high and low profile to get different contextual actions. But then that leads me on to what I didn't like was the control scheme. It just didn't always work properly. Particularly when I'd drawn aggro and then I thought I was in combat and then because I was and then somehow got knocked out of the combat stance and it was all it was just a mess. Same with the parkour. Sometimes that was a mess also. What I also didn't like was the mission design. It's very repetitive, and some of it was extremely poorly designed with how the world around you reacts and has been set up. I'm not sure if the mentally unwell people who push Altair are always spawning in the same places to block pickpocketing and to make the informer assassinations harder, but they were incredibly annoying on my playthrough, and I can only assume they were there to specifically spite me. Specifically, you understand. The modern day stuff was fine. Mostly all of the plot, all of my plot issues, my issues with the plot, just revolve around the fact that it's clearly franchise bait rather than its own self-contained game. And it's a good thing they made the franchise, because if this were a game by itself, I would be very upset with it. This is just not enough to it to warrant that plot. Well, it would need a different plot anyway. Also, Desmond just walks so slowly in the modern day stuff that it was just tedious walking around. And some of the investigation types were a little annoying, mostly the informer assassination challenges. But with all of that said, I guess that, yeah, you know what? It's a thoroughly average game. I guess a 6 of 10. It felt good to move around in, which is why it's not the perfect average score of 5 of 10. If the parkour at least was good and interesting, and you can tell this was the first game in a series. It was trying new things that hadn't been done elsewhere, to my knowledge, before, and there were some stumbling blocks, but overall, it was fine. The enjoyable stuff was outweighed by the bad stuff, but not exactly. So yeah, 6 of 10 for Assassin's Creed 1. If you found this review and thought-provoking, there's not much to the review because there's not much to the game, unfortunately. As I say, it's just setting up a franchise with some sci-fi lore. But let me know what you thought in the comment section below. Please consider subscribing to the channel for more excellent content such as this. And I'll see you next time. Please do stay safe. Please do stay healthy. Please do stay wholesome. Much love to all. Goodbye.